So, Maggie, did you have some questions?
You're muted, hon.
I did have some questions. I'm kind of, and I apologize for stupidity at this point,
You're not to apologize for anything.
licensing and franchising. I've got a couple ideas in my head. One, I've listed the Digital Asset Protection Agency. What would be any different with a franchise than just saying, okay, this group of people works for me over here, this group of people work for me over here. And then I also want to, I'm working on some materials that I want to give or try and sell to schools or colleges as material to integrate into their IT programs and cybersecurity things, and possibly for Cyber Skyline.
Okay. So your first comment about I've got people that work here, work here, work here. Those are just employees of yours then at that point. That's not a true that's not a franchise at all. That's just your company expanding, if I understood you correctly and how you explained that. But for franchising is you're going to replicate exactly what you do right in wherever you are, in your office, wherever you are, and put that over here. And I'm going to have them, not you, I'm going to have them run it exactly like I do every step of the way. Your office is going to look like this. This is how your processes are run. You're going to be very specific with that. So generally, like when you just said about giving your programs or trying to get them into the schools and everything, that would be a license. You're going to allow them to use your intellectual property that you've created and use it in their teachings for some kind of fee, whether it's a one-time fee, whether it's a monthly fee, whether it's a user fee. You could say, I'm going to charge you you need to pay me $5 a head. So if you have 30 kids taking this class, I expect 150 bucks. And you do that for and that could be for every quarter, every semester. So it's just a way of, you're not telling them how to use that education model that you've created or the material, but you're going to make them pay you for them to utilize it however they'd like to use it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So in my case, franchising then would not make any sense.
I don't think at all, actually. Now, franchising first is generally franchising solely is really, for the most part, I should say for the most part, there's some caveats, but truly is just a business, first of all, taking your business, replicating it here. You're going to make them pay a fair amount for it, and they're going to pay you every month, but you're going to dictate exactly how that operation is run, plain and simple. You're telling them every step of the way. Licensing is, you can do the same thing. I'm going to replicate it here. Here's the material. You're going to pay me a fee. Do with that what you want with that information. And hopefully, you come up with some ideas. It's like, but I expect some residual. I'm expecting you to utilize that in some capacity so I get some residual income.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.